Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up. Woohoo! What's up,
Yeah.
everybody?
Hi.
All right, hey, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the show. This is Super Geeked Up, your live geeky pop culture show. We're going to talk geeky topics, play fun, geek themed improv games. I am joined once again by guest co host Delaney Parker.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hello, thanks for subbing in again.
Love it. For Francis, anything.
Yes, folks, if you don't know, actually, I'll get to that in a minute. Let me introduce our guest, then I'll tell you about that. So, for our first time on the show, we're very excited. She's a fan fiction writer. It is Maria Dos Lunas.
Hi guys.
Welcome. Oh,
Super
I
happy
thought
to
you
be
were, I thought
here.
you were doing like a
A
Hawaiian
little
something,
wave,
like
like
a little luha.
I felt there might have been a little aloha.
All right. Welcome. We're great to have you on. By the way, folks, let me know how the audio is, particularly on my end. I had to raise it because Maria couldn't hear me, but let me know if it's too loud for you guys. We'll do some adjustments if needed. Anyway, I see Michael and Pierre are here in the chat. Chaz just joined us. Says, "Hey, Jeff, Delaney, and Maria. Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Welcome if you're watching in post as well." Excuse me. Sorry, still getting over a cough. By the way, normal co-host Francis still recovering from kidney. He got kidney replacement surgery. He's doing well though. He's back at home, recovering. So wish him well. There's Delaney has the Francis kidney bean she made there. She's holding up.
That's right. Fresh new kidney for Francis. So
So he's
excited.
still kind of here in spirit. Johnny
Yes,
Duke
he
just
is
joined
here.
us.
Hey,
And
how's it
Carrie
going?
Johnson, what's up, Super Geeked Up Squad? Hello, Carrie. Thank you very much for being here. All right, folks. So we're gonna do the Let's Geek It on dating game in a little bit. We've got a brand new game called Geeky Lies. First time we're ever doing it. So new season. I'm trying to do some new stuff. That'll be near the end of the show. We're gonna talk fan fiction fandom stuff because that has to do with Maria and some other cool stuff. And 757 householders. What's up, everyone? Wow, international superfan Maria Dos Lunas.
That's
So
right.
actually,
Hi.
George from 757 is how I found out about Maria. So thank you to him.
Yes.
She was on an episode I saw where they were discussing the He-Man theme song done with Spanish lyrics created to it. If you've never seen it, it's actually really fun. I would just type in like He-Man Spanish lyrics; it'll come right up. I won't show it here just because I'm always afraid of YouTube flagging me for music stuff. So, but you can easily find it or watch George's show with Maria. Actually, that's even better because she translates it for you if you don't speak Spanish. Let's see here. All right. Oh, and Michael is doing your name, Delaney, as the Animaniacs, I guess. All right. Anyway, let's get to our first question. So, folks, hey, in a day or two, new Marvel movie Thunderbolt opens in theaters. So that's about a group of anti-heroes banding together. So our question is, who is your favorite anti-hero or vigilante, just to make it a little easier if you don't like anti-heroes? Okay, it can be for anything. It doesn't have to be superheroes. It can be from any fandom, any genre. Oh, by the way, before we get to that, Carrie says, are those two Prince Adam figures behind Maria?
Yes. I'm a super fan of He-Man and all Motu things. And I have some Barbie customs that I made myself, some vintage She-Ra figures. So yeah, that's what
Oh,
it
you
is.
made them. Wow, nice.
I
Yes.
know, right? That's a lot of talent.
Thanks.
We'll talk more about it later, but one of the fan fictions Maria writes is He-Man related, actually. So we'll get into that later. But yes, big, which is great because I love He-Man as well. And I think Delaney is a fan as well.
I am, of course. Come on.
All right. Well, actually, we'll talk more about He-Man later on. All right. Anyway, Maria. So what is your choice here for if you have a favorite anti-hero or vigilante?
Well, that's a tough question for me because I'm usually with the heroes, with the good guys. But I would say one that is very prominent lately is Loki
Oh, Loki.
from
Sure.
Marvel. Yeah, he's so cheeky, and and I really I enjoyed the series, the spin-off that they made for him because it allowed us to explore um and that character and see that character grow. I really enjoy that. And of course the multiverse Loki thing and the crocodile Lucky and the many versions. That was fun.
You like the Loki TV series?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and he's and Tom Hiddleston, right? He's great as Loki. So Loki's a
Yeah,
fun
I think
character.
it has a lot to do with what Tom Hiddleston did, like the charm that Lucky got. It's a lot from Tommy Hiddleston himself. So I think it had a big part to play in that.
Agree. He's a very charming guy. Absolutely. All right, Loki's a great choice. What about you, Delaney? And by the way, folks, if you're in the chat, put your answers in. We want to hear your anti-heroes or vigilantes, or your posts. You can put them in the comments.
Now, I see. It depends because I have a few. Because of course, there's always Maleficent. She will always it's the number one. I don't know. You know me. I got a sweet spot for her. I always have. But I wanted to actually ask you in the movie The Accountant, would you call him an anti-hero or a vigilante type? Because what he's hired to do isn't exactly.
Well,
But
I still
he's
haven't
not
seen
exactly a
either
hero. I
accountant
do
movie.
dig it though.
I haven't seen either accountant movie, so I don't really know.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well,
is he doing sketchy stuff?
it's not. It's what he's paid to do.
Okay.
Like he's
Is
got to
it
take
something
care of it.
a traditional superhero would do?
Yeah, he's not. No, it's not something
He's
a
probably an
superhero
anti-hero
would
then.
do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that and Villanelle from All About Eve. I think she's fantastic.
Oh wait, who is that? The main
Villanelle
character?
from All About Eve.
All About Eve.
I
What's All
know the
About
movie,
Eve?
but I don't remember the character. Is that the
The spot, the secret agent, the Russian girl. Well, she might have been, but she was a few things.
I don't even know what All About Eve is.
It's a classic
it?
movie, isn't it?
It's a show.
Oh no, then I'm confused.
Wait, you're not talking about Killing Eve, right?
Killing Eve, Jesus Christ! I did it
I knew
myself.
it. I
Killing
knew
Eve,
that's what
you're
you were
right.
talking
Oh my
about.
god, I'm all like ridiculous.
I was
But yes,
thinking-
Killing Eve. Villanelle is my favorite from Killing Eve, and I think she's quite something.
It's All About
Like,
Eve.
All About
Sorry,
Eve,
I know I'm ridiculous.
Is that a real movie?
Betty
All About Eve?
Davies,
Yes, it is actually.
Oh,
right?
So I
Okay.
apologize.
Maria knows it.
See, but yes, I think Villanelle's great. I would. She's very cool and very anti-hero.
All right, cool. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Carrie says, my favorite anti-hero, Han Solo, a fantastic scoundrel who saved the galaxy a few times. I didn't think about him that way, but that's a good call.
You're right. I know, right? Okay.
757 says, would Fonzie from Happy Days be considered an anti-hero? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. He's like the edgy, cool, right? Guy, but I don't know. He still does the right thing at the end of the day, right? He's still a nice guy, sort of, right? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's close though. He's close. Tony Soprano.
true. That's a good one.
He's definitely not. Well, yeah. If he's not a villain, he's an anti-hero. He's definitely not a normal hero. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern from Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Are classified as anti-heroes. Okay, those guys are from actually from Hamlet, but then another guy did a whole play about these two minor characters in Hamlet. That's where that comes from. All right, let's see. Okay, so my choice, I guess I'll go with Catwoman, I suppose.
Oh, fantastic choice.
Oh, thank you.
That's a great one. All right.
Because she's definitely, because sometimes she's good, sometimes she's sneaky, she's kind of playing both sides a little bit.
You never know what's going to happen next,
Yeah,
which is what makes her so interesting.
absolutely. She got a great costume too. She likes cats. Cats are great. So
Yes, they are.
Cats are great.
do you have cats, Maria?
I not at the moment, but
Okay.
yeah, I grew up with cats.
We grew up cats. All right, good.
Yeah.
That's all right. You got He-Man figures. That's all you need. All right. Let's see. Any else you guys wanted? Did you have more, Delaney? You said you had a few.
Well, no, I mean, there's always a bunch. But go ahead. No, I'm good.
No, I don't know. That's the first one that came to my mind. Oh yeah, I'm looking at a list here actually. Judge Dredd. That's interesting. I guess you could call Judge Dredd.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, Deadpool's on this list, of course. He's probably one of the biggest ones in terms of.
Yeah,
I'm thinking maybe Constantine, but I don't know if it's an anti-hero or a straight hero.
I think he could qualify as an anti-hero.
I
Yeah.
think it's Like it's not a traditional one.
He's actually on this list I just pulled up. So
Oh,
so
I didn't know.
these Google thinks he is at least.
Yes.
So that's
okay,
gotta be
so-
something, right?
I'm just seeing if there's anybody else interested on this list. All right, let me see. Anybody else? Oh, we got someone over in the chat here. Let's see here. Heatwave, originally from The Flash, and went on to Legends of Tomorrow, the TV shows on the CW. Drinker, looter, killer, but he saved the multiverse and time also. Yes, he's absolutely an anti-hero for sure.
What about the Beast?
From Beauty
Is he
and
an
the Beast.
anti-hero, or like is he considered when the well? Isn't he split and he becomes part? One of him is the Beast.
You mean from Beauty and the Beast?
No, from like remember
from X-Men?
movie- Yes, like movie split, and I don't know if the Beast when he becomes like he's got this.
Wait, are you talking about the movie Split?
Yes, but it takes up after the superheroes, like not the superheroes, the anti whatever, because Mr. Glass is in it and all that other stuff.
Sorry. So you mean shit? It combined Unbreakable and Split.
Yes.
What the hell's the name of the movie though? The one that came out more recently.
I only saw Unbreakable. I didn't.
And I saw Split. That was what I saw. Split, Unbreakable, and
Oh my
the
God.
kid. The other one I don't remember.
because the one guy he plays like a schizophrenic like guy, and he has he traps 3 girls in a basement, and he goes through all these different things. And Mr. Glass is like actually kind of behind it, knows about it.
Oh, it's just called Glass.
Oh, there you go.
So, Glass came out a few years ago. It was kind of like a sequel to both Unbreakable and Shyamalan's movie Split, which was a completely different movie with James McAvoy. And so all these characters kind of came together. I thought it was really good, though, Glass. Wait, was he referred to as the Beast? Is that what you're saying?
That was the one he becomes at the end. The Split guy, he has all the personalities,
one of his
but at the end, he's the Beast.
I
Like
see.
that's the whole
I
to
see.
become the like that's his. That's when everything becomes a little more than human for him.
Oh. I don't know. I would just call him a straight up crazy villain, but that's me.
Okay, I can take it. That's fine.
What was that, Maria?
Would Hellboy qualify?
Ooh.
I think so. I think Hellboy.
I think
would be
so.
an
That's a
anti-hero.
good one too. All
That's
right.
good.
Okay. Now we're cooking.
Harley Quinn. Absolutely. Yep. Harley Quinn's
Of course.
a good anti-hero. It's interesting.
Poison Ivy. If you go that way.
Yeah, depending on the version of her, right? I would say so. More modern versions, I think.
More
kind
modern
of
day
switched her more anti-hero than villain.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of same with Harley, I guess, right? I mean, she started really as a villain, but then she became more anti-hero. That's always fun, though, right? Villains kind of turn over a new leaf. No
Well, it's
pun.
always you find out the villain wasn't even a villain. They always start out kind of racist because of some huge betrayal. They become the villain to begin with. It's just like this whole everyone's always misunderstood on some level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have Megamind. Now I'm remembering.
Oh
stuff.
yes,
Remember that?
love
Oh, yeah.
I love Megamind. That's a great one.
That was cute.
Yeah, that was cute. Yeah.
757 says Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah. He would have qualified. Carrie puts in Catwoman, specifically the Anne Hathaway version from The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, House. Yeah, House qualifies, right? From the show House, the medical show.
Right. Of course.
Okay. You know what? All right. That's an interesting choice.
I'm assuming that's who he means. I don't know his first name, but I'm assuming he's not talking about some random guy called Gregory House.
It would have been easier if they said Dr. House.
Yeah, I'm going to assume he's
Let's assume it's that one.
Oh, great
That's
choice,
good.
Carrie. Blade. Yes.
Very good.
Blade. I love Blade. Great anti-hero. Okay, wait, Chaz. I need to finish to this thing. I read an article ages ago that called the what? What, Chaz? I need to know. What called the what? All right. Here we go. Called the T-800 Terminator an anti-hero.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. In T2,
Terminator.
in Terminator 2, yes, I suppose. In Terminator 1, total villain. But yeah, he turned, I guess. That's true.
Do you remember when that movie came out? I mean,
Which one?
going to watch it on theaters?
Terminator 2 I saw in theaters.
Yes.
I did. So I saw it in theater with my dad, actually. We loved it. Terminator 1 I only saw on video. Like, I didn't see that in theaters before.
VHS. We rented it out.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes,
rented
the good old
it.
days of
That's what we did.
VHS. Oh, Sherlock Holmes. Interesting. I would call him more just of a hero, but depending on the versions, I can see that.
Well, it's a tortured soul, for
He
sure.
is. Particularly if you think of the Benedict Cumberbatch one and stuff, yeah.
Hmm.
I could see that. All right, cool. All right, we got a lot of anti-heroes out there.
See?
More than I thought, actually. Cool. All right, very good. Thank you, folks. You can keep putting your answers in the chat there. Sorry. All right, let's do our first geeky improv game. This is called the Let's Geek It On dating game. So Delaney and Maria are going to play fictional characters. So I am going to click off the chat right now so I can't see it. So folks, what I want you, actually hang on, don't do it yet. Give me a second. I gotta bring the chat up somewhere else because I forgot, folks, we have a poll going on, which I totally forgot to tell you
Yeah,
about.
we do.
So let me bring up this poll here.
Choose wisely, people. Don't play around. This is important.
The question, I actually, because I knew Maria was coming on, I made this a He-Man themed question. So the question is, who is your favorite He-Man villain? And our choices are Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Beastman, and Triclops. I can only put 4 in. I know there's a lot of others. That's just the 4 I chose. Skeletor is in the lead right now. I personally would probably choose Evil Lyn, but that's okay. But I can't vote, so because it's my poll. But anyway, keep voting to the end of the. She's got a big lead right now, but Evil Lyn's in second, so that's cool. Beastman's in third. No love for Triclops. I like Triclops because for some reason I had the toy and I liked his rotating eyes he had. I don't know. That's why I put him in. Anyway, you can vote to the end and we'll see who wins.
Have any of those?
You didn't have any He-Man toys?
No, and I have 3 brothers, so I'm just surprised.
Oh, that is
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
All right, now I am off the chat, folks. Put in any fictional characters from any fandom that Delaney or Maria could play in this dating game. I'm going to be the one asking them questions, like I'm the contestant, like who I want, and try to figure out who they are from their responses, what characters they are playing.
Yeah, what do you got, guys?
So put in a whole bunch. It's always easier. They have a bunch to choose from. So both of you, if you find someone you like, cool. Don't say it out loud. Just think of it in your head. If you don't, just make one up. Make somebody up you want to play. If you don't know, if there's not anybody there you know very well. Yeah. So, but folks, hopefully folks are putting some. Are they putting some choices in?
We're getting a couple, but
Yeah, Delaney's
guys,
like
come
shaking her
on,
head at one of them.
do it. Carrie.
I don't think I can see them, so I am gonna
Oh, can you not
make up my own. Yeah.
on your stream? Oh, on the StreamYard, can you see the chat or no?
Oh, let me see.
If you click on comments, are you
Oh.
able to see?
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now again, though, if none of those are to your liking in terms of you think you play, just pick somebody else up you like.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm fairly good at most fandoms, so hopefully I'll know who you guys are. If it's not, too obscure. All right, let me know. Delaney, have you chosen someone?
Sure. Yes.
Sure, yes. Okay. Maria, have you chosen someone?
Yeah, I have mine.
Okay, cool. All right, so folks, during this game, folks, I will not be sharing any comments because I don't want to look at it because that'll ruin the game. I'll get to them after the game's over. All right, so I'm going to call Delaney, instead of Bachelor or Bachelorette, because you guys, I don't know who you guys are, I'm just going to say Batch 1, and Maria will be Batch 2. All right?
Okay.
Because you guys could be playing who knows, whatever.
Anybody.
Yeah. We're playing Alien, right? Okay. This is Let's Geek It On dating game. All right. Oh boy, now I got to think of some questions. All right.
I know, right? It's hard.
Batch number 1. That's you, Delaney. You know what? Oh man, it's been so nice where I've lately. Finally getting good weather. What do you like to do on a nice sunny day?
Teach the Force.
Teach the Force.
Teach the Force.
What's like the Force? Okay. Who do you?
I like to train Jedis.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do on my off time and on time
That's
because
what
I
you do for
enjoy it
fun.
so much.
Okay.
All
Is it
right.
important for it to be a sunny day to train Jedis?
Yes, if I'm going to do it right, God damn it. Yes. Jesus, Jeff.
All right, fine.
Right.
Jeez, I think you might be a Sith. A lot of anger going on there.
I get feisty.
Batch number 2, same question. What do you like to do on a nice sunny day?
Oh, just what I do every day, walk around the castle.
Oh, wow, a castle. That sounds a lot cooler than training stupid Jedi.
It does. It sounds way cooler.
All right, next question. Oh, okay. So, boy, I love having a nice hearty meal. Batch 1. What if we went on a date? What would you cook for me?
That's a tough one.
That is what? Oh my God, I might have to use a lifeline.
What
for
would
this
you? What would you make your stupid Jedi trainees cook for me if you can't cook?
Exactly. I still have no idea. I'm working on it.
Batch 2. Do you know
I'd
what
have
you
to
would
make,
cook?
you know what? Maybe it would be stew.
Stew, like standard, like meat and potatoes,
Yeah,
carrot
well,
type stew.
just things. I guess a stew with meats and things in hot water that I have let steep for a long time. Like a meat tea bag, really. Ew.
Wow, you're making it very enticing.
Stew. I'm
Yum,
gonna stick with
delicious.
stew.
Okay, batch number 2. What would you cook?
That's a tough one. I would say also a stew, but I will sprinkle it with some magic.
Oh, magic.
Yes.
Ah, that's cool. All right. Okay. All right.
Dogobah.
What'd you
Stew.
say?
Nothing. It's a kind of stew. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, batch number 1. Another question.
God help me.
All right, I might have to start refining these questions so I can figure out who you guys are.
I'm terrible.
No, I have an idea, but it could be.
You know.
Oh, you know what I find really fun? Flying. Do you like to fly or maybe pilot ships?
I do, but I'm a little. It's more about telekinesis and mind control for me. It's where I'm really, it's my wheelhouse, so to speak.
Oh, so you like that better than flying?
I mean, you can always. Who doesn't like to fly? Again, it's nice, but again, that mind control.
That's what you really like. That
mind control is good stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Oh wow! I can't wait for our date.
I know you can't because I'll make it so.
Okay, batch number 3. I'll change the question. 2. I mean, batch number 2. There's only 2 people. Do you happen to like birds? And if so, what kind?
Oh, yeah, I do like birds. I always have.
Any particular types you really like?
Yeah, falcons, hawks. Those are really cool, I think.
Oh, I agree. They are cool. Okay, I'm going to take some guesses now. So Delaney, by the way, in the chat, hopefully you've probably been guessing too, but I'll look afterwards. Delaney, are you Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader?
No.
Damn it. You're not Luke, right?
Nope.
Are you a Jedi or a Sith?
I am a Jedi. I am.
All right, Jedi. Oh, are you Obi-Wan?
Well,
no, you're not Obi-Wan, are you?
Yoda.
Oh, you're Yoda. Yes.
The Dagobah stew.
No,
the
the
Dagobah
stew. You know what? I was thinking that, and then for some reason I went on I
The Dagobah stew.
left my mind.
Yeah.
The stew actually was making me think of Dagobah, and then I don't know why I lost that train of thought. And I thought I would have put you said Dagobah, but then I asked you, and you're like, nothing. I was like, wait, did she
Well,
say that? Or not?
there,
I didn't know if you said that or dog
I thought
stew.
Stu would give it away and it was too much, and then I'm like, oh shit. I don't know.
No,
But
I
yeah,
should have
it
gotten
was
that.
Yoda.
I blanked.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Maria, are you from He-Man the Sorceress?
Yes.
All right, I got one.
You did. You got one. That's good.
I would
Alright.
choose the Sorceress over the weird version of Yoda that Delaney gave.
First of all, it was dead on. It was dead on. I don't know how you couldn't have guessed it.
No, he likes mind controlling people.
It says he does telekinesis, mind control. He does all that stuff. You know?
Mean, he has the ability, yes.
Yeah,
He does like
fucking
stew.
Yoda.
That's true. The stew is correct.
Yes, I remember that when he's first
should have said
training
though.
Luke, they
You
should have said what?
He doesn't. He doesn't fly. He never flies.
That's why I said telekinesis and
That's true. Yeah. Well, no, I mean he has flown. That's not true in the prequels. He has been on a ship. That's how he gets places.
But that's what I'm saying, on a ship, but he doesn't himself fly.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let me see what the people in the chat thought. Oh no,
I
these
think
are the
exactly. I am a Jedi in the streets and a Sith in the sheets. What's up, Jeff?
Hey Tammy,
Yeah.
that's a good line. Yeah. I like that.
It's happening now, kid. I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
What's the original saying? It's a freak in the sheets, right? What's the first part?
Yes. A lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets.
Okay. I like the Jedi Sith one better. Oh, sorry. So you took Johnny's Yoda one, right? And then okay, you make it Sorceress. Good. I like it because Sorceress is good. Oh, we did have Vader in there though. That was an option. We had Doc Brown. I think this is supposed to be Doc Girl. We had Mr. Spock, the Riddler. Blue milk cereal Delaney would make you. Ah, there you go. That's some Yoda.
Yep, it was.
I would like blue milk cereal because I've had blue milk at Disney World and it's delicious.
What does it taste like?
Well, it's like a rice coconut milk flavored with a lot of it's like a tropical looking drink. It's very.
Well, it's
sweet
not
tasting.
blueberry because that would be a little too.
No, it's very sweet tasting, but it's very good. It's very delicious.
I'm sure it is. I love that stuff. I'm all about it.
Maria was the sorceress from He-Man. Who she's the, what would you say, the occupant or the owner of Castle Grayskull or the caretaker? How would you describe it?
Yeah,
Protector?
the caretaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. The steward. Basically.
Steward, that's a good word. Is
I
that?
don't know if any out there read her fan fiction, but it is good. I have fun.
Well, actually, we'll get into that right now. Pretty much. Trying to remember. Does He-Man get his power from Castle Grayskull? Is that where the sword is infused for its power from?
Do
you know?
I don't know the exact lore because it's so mixed up. Because in the earliest versions, He-Man was a barbarian.
He was a barbarian?
Uller, called Uller. And
is this before the cartoon, you mean?
Yeah, this is from the comics, from the earlier comics. And he didn't have this princely.
He was just a barbarian the whole time.
He was just a barbarian called Uller, and the goddess, who's basically Tila but green, gave him the sword, and so he basically got it from the goddess. But now it's from the center of Eternia. So there are many versions. I might be wrong. So I would say it's from Eternia, which is supposed to be the center of the universe. The magic of the magic center of the universe is Eternia. In some instances.
I actually didn't even know about that comic you're talking about. I gotta look this up, man. That sounds cool. A green teal.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
And the Netflix show, the Revelation one. I don't know if you remember, there was this Savage He-Man.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, Savage He-Man. And when Adam uses no sword to call on the power, just like raw power, and it becomes savage. It's very funny, and we all think it's a tribute to the barbarian Ular.
Barbarian version of Gotcha. So, folks, if you're just joining us, well, my question was about where does He-Man get his power from? If you're just joining us, our earlier question was who's your favorite anti-hero. You can still put that in the chat. What about She-Ra? Is 757 still here? He might still be here. I don't know. Did you also watch She-Ra, Maria?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I actually didn't have any action figures from He-Man. I had some action figures from She-Ra when they came.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
But a neighbor of mine had all of the He-Man figures, so we played with his
Nice.
figures.
What actually did it for you? Like, what was the first? Like, what about it is what got you jazzed? Like, what about He-Man? Like, what about it? I mean, obviously, I know it's a really great cartoon. It is. It's a good one. But
I think
what, you know?
I think it's the memories of those times. I was not like a consistent fan for throughout my life. No, it was just something from the childhood. But in recent years, I came back to the fandom, so to speak, and because there's especially He-Man and She-Ra, what they represent is pure good, you know, like
Yes.
always do things right, justice, the good always winning, and I think that's what.
So you're a good guy. I like it. You're a hero. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what
Right.
draws me to those characters so much, and yeah, a lot of nostalgia of those times. Like I said, playing with my neighbors, those were really really nice.
Right? Ken was
Those
being a
were
kid was the
great
best time
figures.
ever. I remember those days.
And I like that what you're saying about the good and pureness.
Yeah.
That's why I grew up then, but that's why I love so many of those 80s cartoons, because that's what it was about. Like the good guys were just really good.
They really were. They just, they almost to a fault. So they were just always just trying to do the right thing. And there's always this like little thing, but it always comes out at the end and it's always going to be okay. And that was a really nice feeling to have, especially as a kid back then. Like everything was nice and neat. Got everyone did the right thing by the end of the day. And you could count on it, which is nice.
Exactly. You could count on the good always winning, which is something that we cannot count on a daily basis all the time, and the world sometimes gets too cynical,
Yes, not here. I got what you're saying.
Naive,
Yeah,
he's very naive. The cartoons that I grew up with, and I really like that.
Yes,
I'm with you 100%.
Absolutely.
So you live in Mexico, right?
Yes.
Did you grow up in Mexico? Is that where you watched He-Man for the first time?
Yes. I've always lived here in Mexico. I only lived for a year in Spain, but yeah.
Gotcha. So did they in Mexico? Were there a lot of American cartoons that were shown there?
Yes.
And were they all just dubbed in Spanish?
Yes, they were all dubbed in Spanish. Actually, Japanese cartoons, there were very, very few anime cartoons that are also still in the very, very much in the pop culture here. We still remember those early ones, and He-Man was massive. And when I tell you that was massive, it was everywhere.
Oh, cool.
And the guy that dubbed the He-Man voice, oh my God, he had the most amazing manly voice.
It was very, very authoritative.
Well, she's talking about the Spanish version, though,
yes,
right?
the Spanish one, and and it was not in English. The first time I heard Adam in English, I was like, "That's not him," It was a shock for me because it's a bit nasal, to differentiate it from.
So you're saying the Spanish one is more manly sounding?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
But as Adam, is he also manly sounding when he does Prince Adam?
Yes.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Jeff, that was great.
But is he? Doesn't he have to be more manly as He-Man?
Well, I suppose it should, but the way they.
But he's just manly the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice sounds like it dropped when in the Spanish version. That's the difference.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same voice, and it's a fantastic voice. The voice actor was the same that dubbed Conan.
Oh, okay.
Many movies from Morgan Freeman. So this very deep, manly voice. and he passed, I think in 2024, last year.
Oh,
Yeah, but I was able to interview him
oh,
2 years
cool.
ago. Yeah, it was fantastic
That's
when
that's
I picked up
amazing.
the phone to set up the dates and whatnot. When he answered the phone, I was transported to my childhood. I was like, I'm speaking to him, and it was like a 5 second thing when you are like
Right
little.
when you hear him on the phone, you're like, oh my god, like that must have,
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. I got chills. It was
right
like, I'm
back there
talking to
again, right?
human. That
That's
was
so
fantastic.
great. What was the most interesting thing you learned about him in that 5 seconds? I guess. Like, what did you take
Well,
from
no,
it?
she did a full interview with him, right? Is what
I
you're
know,
saying?
but like that's what I'm just, what did you get from it? Like with the interview, what was your favorite thing to find out about him?
That he was so young when he did it. He was like 23 years, and
Wow.
he already had this very, very mature voice. So what we what we remember here in Mexico and Latin America about He-Man is that he was very strong and very manly, very much so because of that voice. He did a
Okay.
spectacular job. And if you look up the intro, the Spanish intro, the Latin American intro, you will hear Adam calling the power with that voice. You just those few first seconds
Okay.
what we're talking about.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta
That's
look.
awesome. I think
I gotta
that's
look up this
great.
Spanish
That's
version.
fantastic. What an opportunity.
So, did you say he dubbed the Conan the movie that had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
In the 80s, yes.
So that's awesome.
That voice is.
So in Mexico, do most of the movies get dubbed
Mm,
rather than subtitled, or like big Hollywood movies? Talking about.
yes, both. I would say
But,
both. You can it, to this day you can watch the movie in original language or dubbed. Usually movies for kids are always dubbed, but you can also find
that makes sense.
the subtitle thing. So mm, here in Mexico, it's very very common to watch movies with subtitles, especially the ones that are directed for an older audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually you can find both.
Okay. Cool. Here, I'm gonna get to your chat things in a second here, folks. But let me share. The reason we're talking so much about this is because Maria has a website which I'm going to share here. And she writes Well, one of the things she writes is He-Man fan fiction. Here, let me put this. It's mariadoslunas.com, which is what, Maria Two Moons. Is that right? How
Yes.
did you come up with that name?
Actually, from the Two Moons of Eternia, Maria is her
Oh,
first name. So
that's brilliant. Of
Look
course,
at her. She's taking it all the way. I like
that's
that.
really good.
yeah, that was the first fan fiction that I ever wrote was in Motu fan fiction. So I chose that name.
So here's the website. I have translated into English here, folks, but you can get Spanish too, of course. Uh, so here's the. I guess if you go here to fanfic, right? Here's the two. Like here's the He-Man one, which is in
And that's
English,
in
right?
English.
There it is. Oh, early stars fantasy
It was
romance.
a lot of fun to read. It was so
So that's
cute.
a little He-Man
It was
Tila
good stuff.
romance.
Yes. You see,
And of course,
I know
Adam
that.
was a gentleman. He was a gentleman. Of course, he was. Adam was fantastic. He did it
All right,
perfectly, as he
all right,
should.
don't spoil it.
I'm not ruining
All right.
anything. I'm just saying he did what he did as He-Man would perfectly.
Sorry, do you want to? Sorry, were you going to say anything about it, Maria?
Yeah, it's it was very liberating for me. I've always loved writing, and I actually completed my first original novel before I ever wrote a fan fiction. But one winter, I was going through some personal stuff. I was very low in spirits, and I said, I'm gonna write something just for the fun of it, and it's gonna be exaggerated, emotional. I'm just gonna pour my heart out, and I really loved what came out. I wrote it in English, directly in English.
Oh wow.
Um, I think that allowed me to turn off my censor, my auto censorship. Writing in a different language than my maternal language, which is Spanish, and it pushed my boundaries, and I really liked it, and then I found that I write really emotional stuff. I really like that. There is there is romance in this fan fiction, but it's not the graphic kind of stuff. I think it's a good balance, because that's not what I get out of it. I usually go through the emotional journey of the characters, and well, it's a different approach to Motu, but I think it was something that was lacking. But of course, in the cartoons, we would never see uh, Adam and Tila falling in love until now, until very
Yes.
recently. So yeah, that was really fun to write.
And I also see here there's which I had to look up. I wasn't familiar with. There's Candy Candy fanfic. What's Candy Candy?
That's an anime. That's, like I said, one of the earliest animes that we saw here in Mexico in the 80s. It's actually from the 70s, from the late 70s, and it's huge. It's huge. So it's classic anime, you would say. And but you remember when we would watch a cartoon, and if we didn't make it to the time they were airing it, we would miss it.
Yep.
So I never watched the ending of Candy Candy. I never did. It was like a legend. Only if you had seen it, and nobody could explain me exactly what it was about. So a few years ago, I decided to look it up, the ending, and actually the ending changed the whole story for me. I was so shocked that what I believe the story was about was really about something even better and nicer. So I went rushing back to the fandom, and I have connected with amazing people through the fandoms. I think that's the best part of being a fan of something.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Because then you're all together. There's power in that. There's power in the collective. It's nice.
like right now, we connect through the fandoms, through the love of geeky things. And I think that's fantastic. I really enjoy
Absolutely.
it.
Nice. Do you have plans to write any more fan fiction?
Fan fiction. Right now, I'm focusing on my original.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Share. What do you got?
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Yes. I'm excited. Behind the curtain.
Okay, this is my original fiction.
Okay.
13 is the title? Is that
Yes,
I3?
13 Moons of Silver.
13 Moves of Silver. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I'm writing the second of the series, and well, original fiction takes precedence over the fan fiction. So
Yes,
course.
I hear you.
and
now,
yeah,
is this book? Is it also in English, or has it been
Spanish.
It's in Spanish. Okay.
I'm translating it little by little, which is titanic work.
I'm sure it is, right? As if it's not hard enough to write the book. Let's write it in another language too. Go ahead.
Yes.
Just spin that out too. Very impressive.
Is that is that on Amazon, or are there anything else online?
Yes, it's on Amazon. You can find it there.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Hang on. Could you here, hold it up one more time for people?
Oh, sure.
Sorry. Let me see if they can see it in case we have any Spanish readers. 13 lunas. How do you say that? Lunas de plata?
13 lunas de plata.
Sounds so much prettier when she says it, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Yeah.
13 silver moons, or 13 moons of silver, whichever you like.
All right. Well, I like that you got the moon theme going on and a bunch of stuff there.
Yes.
Your name.
Yeah, it's a theme that keeps popping up.
Do you use Maria dos Lunas as your pen name for that book, or use your?
No, it's a different one. It's another Fernanda Hinojosa. I like to keep like the fan fiction stuff.
Okay.
The fan fiction stuff and the original fiction separated. But it's no secret. It's no secret identity. If you look up in my profile, you'll find that. It's not a secret.
Okay.
And both
Well,
are my
if it
names.
was, it would not be kept long. We're on the internet here. I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
someone's
Exactly.
gonna find out.
It's just for the target audience, just to separate the target audience. Both are my names, Maria Fernanda. You know how in Latin America we have very long names? Yes. So I'm one of those.
Okay. All right, folks. Cool. Well, you can look up that book if you're a Spanish speaker, or maybe you want to learn Spanish. You can learn through this book, practice with the book, but also it's probably going to be coming to English as well, right? So,
Yes.
and sometime.
Hopefully, sometime soon.
All right, that's awesome. And you're working on the sequel to that, great. And again, folks, if you want to check out some He-Man or Candy,
And I advise it because it was so fun.
mariadelslunas.com.
Thank you.
It looked like what for He-Man there was six chapters or episodes. Is that what there were?
No, actually, I have to upload the entire fanfiction. You can find it also on fanfiction.com.
Yes, actually on her site I see here it says it's on fanfiction.net. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's
But you can find that right on her page as well. You can find that information.
It was a great read, and it was really fun because, again, like you said, it brings you right back to it. I was right back to into the living room with Shagrug, hanging out, watching my cartoons after school. Loved it. It was just a really good time. So thank you for that, actually.
Thank you, Delaney. I'm so happy when people read it and tell me,
it was great. Oh, I loved it. I'm like, Tila. It was just the best. I loved it with her little crown, her auburn hair. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
James just joined us. He's like, "Mwah, it's obviously Skeletor."
Exactly, as it should be.
Aw, He-Man. Let me check in on the poll since James.
Let's see, people. Are you in on that poll?
Let's see here. He is still leading, but a slight Evelyn is gaining on him.
I think Skeletor must be one of the most beloved villains of all times.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves Skeletor.
Yeah, I mean,
like his little laugh.
He's preposterous, but he's great.
Laugh,
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So the English Skeletor voice is really, I find, ridiculous. How's the Spanish Skeletor voice? Do you remember?
It's also really funny.
Yeah, funny.
Is it funny? Okay, because you already got our butts kicked with Adam because he sounded way sexier over there. So Skeletor also sounding more.
Well,
yeah, like
testicular.
Excuse me, what?
No, you can't have Skeletor sounding manly. Come on.
Yeah, is he at least sounding manly or no? Well, you know what I'm saying, man-ish.
No, it's very much like the English one. Usually, voice talent in Latin America is really good, and they try to match. And I have to say, sometimes the dubbing might improve some parts of the cartoons.
I can believe that.
I don't know if you heard about this, but it's very famous that we make the jokes very local.
Well, yeah, right. That's because some things will get lost if you don't.
You change the jokes.
What? Excuse me.
They change the jokes.
Yes.
Local.
Yeah, they make it like very local because sometimes when you can translate exactly a joke, it doesn't work. The play on words does not work, so they make it work, and that usually is very funny. The guy that made Skeletor was one of the most experienced guys at the time, so he did a very good job. But it's also a bit ridiculous sounding, this villain, like he wants to be bad, but he really can't.
Yeah, he's just a square. He can't do it. He can't pull it off. He just can't pull it off.
What's this very very famous phrase from the Christmas special? Like, I don't want to feel good, I want to feel evil. That's what Skeletor says.
Yes, and he whines about it a little bit. That even makes it perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. James says, board game recommendation, Simon's Masters of the Universe Clash for Eternia. I have not played. I have some CMON games, but I have not played that one. Thank you, James.
I did not. Yeah, I did. I do not know of this game.
I don't
He
either.
also says Hardak gave me the creeps as a kid. Hordak from He-Man. Here, let me get this. Carrie had some questions here. First off, sorry, let me try to catch up on this chat stuff. Michael says for the anti-heroes questions that Spike Spiegel, Faye Valentine, Jet Black, those are all from Cowboy Bebop, the anime, and those are actually excellent choices for anti-heroes. But Carrie wants to know, I'd be interested in Maria's overall thoughts on Netflix's Masters of the Universe series. Did you like it, hate it? What did you think of Sarah Michelle Gellar voicing Teela? Did you like Melissa Benoist better? For those of you who don't know, I'll be honest with you, I only watched a little bit of the series, but Melissa Benoist took over Teela in season 2, correct, from Sarah Michelle Gellar, who played her. This is the Kevin Smith series on Netflix, which was rather divisive in terms of people loving it or hating it. But what did you think, Maria?
Well, I really enjoyed it. I think it also pulled me in more to the fandom. Like I had written my fan fiction a few years before that, but then that's when I got into the Facebook groups and I started posting things and connecting with fans and also anti-fans, anti-fans and whatnot. I really enjoyed it. I really like what they tried to do, making a blend of lores. Like I said, Motu has many sources, and they try to make sense of them together. Also bringing famously characters from the movie, from the live action movie from the 80s, and making them work.
They have some of those in there too?
Yes, they have Wildor, and they have the key and they have Wildor and Orko being at odds at each other, hating each other because
he is the Orko of that live action.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like I said, like in using the earliest lore with Savage He-Man, trying to make it make sense into this universe. I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people were very against He-Man being only present in memories for some of the episodes, which were only actually 4. After that, we have him like
he
fully
comes back.
present, you know?
Yeah.
To me, that made sense. I wanted to explore that the story of Tila becoming a sorceress. That was something that I always wanted to watch happen, and it had to go through well, a journey of her own. I really liked it.
Okay.
I think it was for fans like us. I'm not 5 years anymore. I want to watch something a little bit more complicated, but also not so complicated that you completely alienate newer audiences. I think this is very good for younger fans. And I had seen at the time many new fans coming into the fandom because of this series, which is so always a positive thing. And the toys are selling like crazy. And now we're going to have a live action movie.
Yeah,
which
so
is something
that's actually Carrie's, and I was going to ask this question too. What are your? We're actually recently at some convention or something they revealed some stuff about the new He-Man live action.
I can't even.
What are your, I guess, hopes or thoughts about the live action movie that's in the works?
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic. You know.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, I the more we see, the more I like it. You know, I think they're going for a very classic look based on the cartoon, which I think it's a good choice because those are the characters that we want to see. When they announced Galitzin, how do you pronounce that? Nicholas?
Oh,
playing He-Man.
The guy playing He-Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Nicholas Galitzin, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, but Nicholas. and he's a heartthrob. I mean, it's obviously they were looking for someone who is gonna bring in new fans, and everyone was so skeptical about the choice, but he's bulking up like crazy. I don't know if you've seen recent pictures of him, and he looks the part.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's oh, okay. Ooh, okay, Nicholas. Okay. I see what you're saying there, Maria.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Actually, hang
Yeah,
on.
I really like
I get you there.
the pictures that we have seen, the very very few pictures that we have seen, they give me hope. I really hope they get
That's a
uh
good word for it, Maria.
huh?
That's a good word for it.
Yes. I really hope they get the story right. That's what really worries me. I think production, we've seen that they are taking it very seriously. There are some leaked images that we think are from Castle Grayskull, from the drawbridge, from the drawbridge,
Yes.
and
Okay.
it looks like a working drawbridge. So
Nice.
we hope we're gonna get that very nice look, Castle Grayskull. Uh, but uh, um, a lot of the success of a movie starts with a writing team. So I
Yes.
hope they get that right. And right now, I don't have enough information to know if I'm gonna love the story or not. But I'm open to liking
Yeah.
it. I really hope they go for a family movie. I would like to go with my kid.
Yes. To open it up so more people can actually enjoy it. Yeah.
I know some people want it to be very gory or more on the Conan side.
But
I
that's not what
totally
it was. Yeah. I don't. I agree. I don't. That's not what it was.
They're
It's
trying to make everything dark. Let's have something family
yeah.
fun.
Just why not? What if it wasn't dark? What if it wasn't scary and horrible? Like it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah. What if great like good wins out and it's just a really good movie like that? It would be really great. I agree.
I would really like to
I
be
agree.
now that I'm a parent, I really enjoy a good family movie that I can watch
Like
with my
once I have such smart jokes that everybody can get them, and the joke is just funny. It's not about what or whom or it's just funny, and everybody gets a good laugh at it. And I like that too. I do. I have two kids. I enjoy when they have a good time.
yeah, and
And one's 18 and 13. So to find something that would be great. Truly, that would
yeah,
be wonderful.
that we can enjoy together, now, and that's a lot harder to write. Something that
Yeah,
is
it
for
is.
the entire
Yeah,
family.
it is very hard. Because
So
what we find amusing and literally 5 years difference between my kids, what they find funny is a world of different. Like it is a world apart. So to find a joke or something that they're both like, it's not. It's a delicate little balance. It's quite a tightrope on that one. So I agree.
and He-Man has always been like really funny,
And good, yeah,
good, and lighthearted. I know there have been some comics that have gone a bit darker, but never like fully gory or anything like that. So yeah, to me, Motu is it's something that should be able to that a lot of audiences can enjoy, not only
yes.
teenagers or only adults.
Now, do you know if in the movie didn't he have a pet? Didn't he have a cat or something? A large cat? He-Man didn't he have a
Yeah,
pet?
Cringer,
Yeah.
Cringe.
who became
Is
Battle
Cringer in the
Cat.
movie? Do you know if he's in the?
I think they're gonna have Battle Cat. I think yes in
I
this
think
movie.
Oh,
so
okay.
too.
All
Yeah,
right.
like
Okay. I'm
two
excited. That's
days
great.
ago, 2 days ago, Camila Mendes, the actress who's gonna play
Tila, right?
Tila, she shared she shared something, a caption, and she showed that picture about a comic frame of He-Man and Tila riding Battle
Battle
Cats.
Cat.
So I really hope we get to see that in the movie.
I
That
Yeah, that would be great. I love that.
So far, it seems like so far they want to be pretty accurate or faithful to the cartoon or the source material. So I think
I
that's
hope it's like just like the beginning of maybe the revisit of movies that don't scare the crap out of people. Like it used to be like the thing for a while to just be dark and to be so controversial and provocatory.
yeah.
And it would kind of like be nice if we could just go to the movies and have a lighthearted good time for a little
Yeah.
bit because everything's
Yes.
heavy enough. So
I've been saying that for
hopefully
years. I
He-Man will
agree.
bring it in. That would be wonderful. It really would.
That's why as a kid, Orko was my favorite character from the cartoon because Orko was so goofy and funny. I
Just
loved
yeah, easy breezy, man. Just like let's take it easy.
I have no
Like,
idea,
yeah.
but man, I hope they work because I mean, I actually, what was the guy's name in the '80s one? The character who was like the Orko character, Wildor. I liked him; he was fun, but I missed not having Orko. So I'm curious if they're actually going to work Orko into this one or not. We'll have to see.
So they haven't announced
Yeah.
Orko's boys or Orko's not so
Yeah,
far.
that's true.
But I am
They
really,
have announced a lot of other people though.
yeah, they have. Yeah, but I really hope they do that
I
soon.
want my Orko. So cute. Even though we don't know what he looks like. Really. Let's see. Carrie says, I personally don't know what to expect from the movie, but I trust the director, Travis Knight. He did the Bumblebee movie, which was incredibly true to the G1 cartoon and source material of Transformers, he means.
Yeah,
That
we
is
have
yeah.
reason to be optimistic. Like I said, cautiously optimistic. And in the end, if you want more Motu, support what is there. You're gonna get more and more. We're getting more toy lines. We're getting Turtles of Grayskull, and now what's Thundercats and He-Man crossover.
We're doing a what? A Thundercats He-Man crossover?
Yes.
What do you mean, a cartoon?
No,
Wait.
on figures.
Oh, figures. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Well,
And
I love Thundercats too.
I think there will be some comics. I wouldn't be surprised if we
That'd be great.
get some of that.
Yeah, right. That would be.
Have they said when the movie's supposed to come out? Is it like next year, 2 years? Do they have any?
I think it's July of next year.
26. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Good summer blockbuster.
Definitely worth it. Yeah.
If it's a summer blockbuster, that actually might lead me to think it might be more for families then, rather than so.
Yeah, I really.
Yeah,
hope.
that's true too. Because you're right. See, Jeff, his eyes on it. He's got a way of knowing that kind of stuff. That's one of those little things. Good job.
All right. Thank you. Let's get to our next. All right. That was a lot of good He-Man talk. Good. Let's get our next geeky question. All right. So as we just mentioned, folks, Maria writes fan fiction. If you were going to write fan fiction, what fandom would you want to write about? Or for Maria or anybody else out there who's already done it, give me a different one that you haven't.
Yeah.
written for
Ooh.
yet.
Is anybody out there written some fan fiction?
Actually, yeah, let us know. But let us know what you would want to write for. SWAT Cats. Oh yeah, that was a cartoon. Oh boy, what was it? 80s, 90s? One of those.
I'll look it up. You know me.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, that's my husband's favorite cartoon, Biker Mice from Mars.
I never saw that. Is that 90s? Or what is that?
He's at 90s. Yes,
Yeah.
That's from the 90s.
So wait,
They were
it was about
1993.
it was about Martian mice who came to Earth or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they were like riding bikes, like very, very tough ones. That was
SWAT
fun.
Cats was out in 93. Can you believe that? I graduated high school in 92.
All right, so
Ooh.
Pierre's got a whole like cat and mouse thing going on here.
Ooh,
Wildcats.
that was a good. All
I
right.
used to read that cartoon, the comic. I mean, if that's what you mean, I don't know if it was something else too, but I know about the comic. It was great, Wildcats. All right, anyway, Maria, what if you were? I know you're working on your original novels, which is great,
But
if you were going to do another fan fiction, what would you want to do it for?
Maybe Thundercats.
Yes.
all right.
Thundercats.
I like it, and I like how you write. So you would do a really wonderful job on that.
Thank you.
Okay, if you were gonna do not that has to be a romance, but if you were gonna have a romance in Thundercats, who would you want to have be together?
I have the answer for you right now.
Ooh, ears peeled. Give it.
Pamira and Lionel.
Who? Pomira?
Pamira, is that how you say that in
Who's Primera? Who is that?
in Spanish? They said Pumara. So I don't know. I think it's Pamira. I don't.
That's wait. So the only
It's the Puma, right?
It's a Puma.
It's
girl.
the Pumira.
it's a female Puma.
Pamira.
Yes, it's a female
In
Puma.
I didn't know
Spanish,
there. I only know Panthro. I didn't know there was a Let me look her
It's
up.
Pumira, and she's a servant of Mumra.
Pomera. Yeah, well,
Yep.
in the latest, there was a
She
reboot
resents Lionel, though.
Oh, I see
in
her.
the
I see her now. Yeah,
2000s,
yeah.
but in the 90s one,
Yes.
it was good.
I remember now that I look her up.
And
I
so
like
it's
her little.
Pomera.
So you would put her and Lionel together?
Yes.
Ooh, because they have stuff. They have. Okay.
Oh,
That's great.
so she was like kind of younger too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So I
actually,
guess
Lionel,
well
when I rewatched it like a few years, I rented
DVDs.
the Blu-rays and whatnot,
Yeah.
and I actually discovered that Lionel was
He's a kid.
really a troublemaker.
Oh,
It's
trouble me.
it's a 13-year-old guy trapped in a 20-year-old body.
Yeah. No,
You know,
he's a
so
teenager. Yeah.
he's a teenager and not a very prudent one. Everybody's always trying to keep him from problems that he gets himself into. That was so much fun when I rewatched it to discover these things that when I was younger, I did not know.
You know, it is
So,
fun. So I'm looking at the chat here. Of course, we got Thundercats. Oh, from Michael. Michael, of course, yes. I had a crush on Chitara as well.
I think a lot of people had a crush on Chitara.
everybody did.
But Carrie says that, yeah, Palmyra, I guess it's how
Palmyra. Thank
Palmyra.
you. Like I said, in Spanish they said it Pumara, so not even close.
That sounds cooler. This would be. I love the Gargoyles Disney animated show, so I think this would be great to write Gargoyle fan fiction. Spoiler: Palmyra was a villain in Thundercats 2011. She was into Mumra, scandalous. Oh,
See, Mumra, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, that is weird freaking taste if you like Mumra romantic.
I'm telling you, it's
Which
scandalous.
version too? I don't know. Anyway, hello, Johnny. Johnny just joined us in the chat. Okay,
Yes, he did. Hello, Mr. Pappas.
Writing for Star Wars. That would be fun. Fan fiction for Star Wars, sure. Street Sharks. Oh yeah, there's another cartoon back in the day.
That's a good one too. Street Sharks.
Got a lot of good ones. So I think I would want to do, which I've kind of already done, not exactly, but I was going to do so I do, unlike Maria's nice romance stuff, I write more graphic erotica, but it's comedic. And I've taken some of my favorite ones and done my own. So, for example, I would love to write Lara Croft fan fiction, that's Tomb Raider series. Although I made my own like Sex Raider series, so I kind of played off that. I would also think it'd be fun to write G.I. Joe fan fiction. I think that'd be cool. Did you guys get G.I. Joe in Mexico or no?
Yeah, we did. We had all of them.
Okay. All right, good.
You know what? Which one I would like to write? There was another one. It just slipped my mind. Which one was it?
Is it a cartoon or something else?
Yeah, it was a cartoon. Oh, okay. I remember. Just slipped my mind. Sorry.
All right, now well, tell us when you remember it. Was it an 80s or 90s cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
Yep. Which one was it?
Now I'm really interested.
Right?
And you, Delaney, you haven't told us.
What about you, Delaney?
If it was a cartoon, I would love to. I know it's silly, but I would love to do a little Gem and the Holograms because I used to love that show so much.
Yes.
Love that show. Loved it so, and I loved even then the good band and the bad band. You know what I'm saying? Like Bang Bang Bang. I love that.
Do you remember? I don't remember. Do you remember the bad band?
Oh no, I can't remember their name. Oh man,
I'll look it up.
I'll find it.
Keep talking.
I know.
But I love that cartoon. I loved it. I did that, and oh my god, do you remember? I can't believe I'm gonna have to look it up because it's my own fault for thinking about it.
The Misfits was the rival.
That no, it was like a Scooby Doo. I would love to write an episode of like some dastardly old man who's wearing a mask, who's like, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you nosy kids. Like I love
meddling
those
kids, yeah.
The meddling kid. Like I love those. Those were so great. But if it was a show, I would love a chance to write White Lotus because I got to tell you, our third season. I think I would do all right. I'm telling you what. So there's.
I know that show is so hot right now. I tried to get into it and I couldn't even get past.
I got to tell you, in my opinion, season 3 was but that's okay. Everyone's all wants to be about it. I'm not impressed.
Well, yeah,
I
you
was
should
not
start writing
impressed.
for it.
Yeah,
Do
there
your
you
own.
go.
Do your own version.
It would be a lot better, and everyone would get what was going on the whole time. Why are we all here? Just for it to not be? It seems so disjointed. I didn't like it at all this season. So
I think that's
that
what
and Yellow
happened.
Jackets. Yellow Jackets would be fun too, because Yellow Jackets is just a bunch of feral girls, and I would love to write about that.
What were you saying, Maria?
That's what happens when the show or the cartoon doesn't give you what you want. That's
Yeah,
when you start feeling like I need to write. I need to complete what I didn't get from the
yes, like
show.
you're like, I'll do it. If you're not gonna do it, I'll do it myself. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Yes, exactly.
And I have remembered which one. I would do Thunder the Barbarian, which is
Oh,
really
Thundar.
Yes,
fantastic.
that's a good
I'm
one.
surprised they haven't tried to bring that back. Or do
That's a fantastic IP, I think. And I don't know if you remember, but I was really scared by the beginning of the show. They were saying like in 1993, meteor, something happened and the moon cracks open, and and it was the 80s.
Oh, so
Is
yeah,
that- is
you're
that-
thinking, oh my god,
Scary.
I
this
didn't know.
is
I don't
it.
remember. That's the lore. 93. This is what happened.
Yeah, that was so scary. And then 1,000 years later and whatnot, and well, it's past 1993. You're still
White
here.
Lotus, I'm telling you right now.
But
White
it was
Lotus.
scary feeling how that year was getting
Right?
close.
I know. Imagine how back then we were like, oh my god, 93. And now
Well,
think of
we've
how
either
long ago
surpassed
that
or
was.
catching up to all those like sci-fi things nowadays that from the 80s and 90s.
By the way, the name of the band was the Misfits.
Yes.
Yes.
Michael
Yes.
and Carrie both were got in the
Sorry.
chat. No, it's great. That's good. Yeah, Misfits were Gems rivals. Let's see here. What else are people saying here in the chat? Season 2 of White Lotus, Johnny says was okay, but I agree about season 3.
But right? It was
White Lotus, we're talking about Michael. It's an HBO Max show, I believe, right?
and
Again, I
Yellow
don't know.
Jackets. But I don't know if anybody really got, I mean, I don't know who got into Yellow Jackets.
I don't know. I always see it advertised. I've never watched it though. Johnny says Mike White doesn't let anybody else write the show. Oh, so wait, Mike White does White Lotus? That's kind of weird.
You did? Really, Pappas? Okay, all right. I mean, I'm gonna have to pick your brain on this. On what about it?
What? No, he didn't say he liked it necessarily.
He
just
said he enjoyed season 3. I'm
Oh,
curious
all right,
as to
sorry,
why that is.
I missed he said that. All right, yeah, there we go. Final.
right.
Carrie would write Silverhawks fanfic because Silverhawks, Thundercats, and Street Sharks all share the same cartoon universe, and I do a crossover.
Ooh, all
Sounds fun.
right. Everyone's getting saucy over here.
Crossovers are fun, yeah, absolutely. By the way, Skeletor has a bigger lead now. He is racing into the lead on the poll.
Gotta go
Everyone
classic.
loves Skeletor. At least my girl Evelyn has second place.
Yeah, Eveline is my favorite.
Oh, good. It's so funny. Cartoons back then, like her name is actually evil, as in her name, like evil.
Like, are you evil? Yes, I'm Eveline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But even like
just to
He-Man,
clear it up in case you weren't sure who I was for.
yeah.
He-Man.
Even He-Man is obviously a ridiculous name.
Yes,
He's a man.
all of them.
Well-
Chop Jaw,
Yeah,
Beastman.
Beastman, Man at Arm. I mean, yeah. Oh, Teal is like one of the few who actually has a real name, like a normal name.
The sorcerers. Because
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No,
It's true.
she's
Everybody
a
else has got all sorts of.
okay.
Keep up, Gilstrap.
Oh, Johnny loved Yellow Jackets, though. There you go.
Yeah, you did.
All right, there you go. So again, you can keep telling us, folks, what fan fiction you like to write. If you did, by the way, so that the site fanfiction.net, is that like one of the best places to find people's fan fiction? Would you say, Maria?
Fan fiction, yeah, I think that's one of one of the first ones. And I haven't got into AO3. I don't.
That's another one.
That's another one. It stands for An Archive of Our Own.
Oh, okay.
But I think you can find darker stuff there, and yeah, I'm not into that. I understand that
Most
people.
most of these sites though, people can just post for free, right? They can create an account and just post their fan fiction.
Mhm.
And
Also,
people can
Wattpad is very
oh yep.
very famous, but I really like fan fiction, the best one, because that's where I started writing, and the app allows you to listen to the fan fiction very loud. So
Oh
that's
really? There's audio
yeah.
of it?
So yeah, audio. It gives you a voice, so you can do other stuff while you're listening to fan fiction. Because let's be real, we're adults. We have a lot of things to do, and sometimes we don't have like a few moments just to sit down and relax and read as we used to, and so I most of the media that I consume now is the one that I can listen, or it's not that easy for me to sit down and watch.
Yeah, right.
Read.
Uninterrupted for 15, 20 minutes. Okay, sure.
Exactly. So
Yeah, okay.
All right. Carrie says Fisto is the greatest Masters of the Universe character name. Talk about a name made for Jeff's fanfic. All right.
All right then. Hi.
Um,
Hi, Rabbit.
all right. Hello, Rabbit Tour. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is. All right. Okay.
No.
Let's. I saw the
he said,
picture.
I'd rather listen.
I'd rather listen. Oh, okay. I'd rather listen. I see. A lot of people love audiobooks. Absolutely. I mean, all my books are in audiobooks now because yeah, some people just much prefer that. It's easier.
Yeah, also my regular job implies me being in front of a computer for long hours at a time, and I need to take care of my eyesight. So if I can have it in audio, um that's very helpful. So yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, folks. So we got one more game. We're going to do a new game in a minute. Oh, it's a rabbit costume. Okay, sorry. I thought it was something else. I was looking at his comments there. It looked like something else to me. Let's do before we do our last game, we're going to shout out our patrons. So we do it. These are people who are supporting us every month, folks. So we have patreon.com/super-geeked-up. You can go there and you can pledge any monthly amount, even a couple bucks is super helpful. If you're at $10 or more a month, you get a super shout out, which we do every week. And if you don't want to do that, you can also do a super chat or super sticker below your chat window on YouTube right now. You should see a little $sign in a box. You can click that and just do a one-time donation. That always helps us as well. Maria, if you still have the doc up, maybe you could help us with this. If you look under the Patreon section.
Yes.
So we usually kind of go have a theme. We go around and shout out each person, like taking turns. I guess maybe we'll do like a He-Man, She-Ra type theme here. So for example, big shout out to Craig Allen Poole, who has the amazing muscles of He-Man and can hurl Skeletor like, I don't know, like 4 football fields away.
Okay.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah. All right, Delaney, take the next one.
Wait, am I supposed to do skeleton? What is the
No,
theme?
what I'm doing is I'm trying to we're going to say each person's name, but somehow theme it to something to do with He-Man or She-Ra. I don't care what you do. Or
Okay.
do some other cartoon if you want. I don't care.
Well, by the power of Grayskull, Greg and Rena Horvey, let's get it done. Power of Grayskull.
Exactly. Well,
Do
power
it.
of Grayskull. All right. Do you mind doing the next one there, Maria?
Yes. So here's to Tammy Anderson, who is the sorceress of this night, and she's performing her magic.
Oh, I like that. She is very magical. So we've got and he's in the chat right now, Johnny Big Daddy Pappas. So Johnny, who are you like? Johnny, you are like Beastman because you're so hairy. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Oh my God! There you go.
I'm
Low
just
hanging
kidding.
fruit. There it is.
You know what, Johnny? You are like, actually, no, you're like Skeletor, because if you were a villain, you would obviously be the head villain and commanding all your minions to do your bidding. And you would have your own castle, which isn't bad. All right, go ahead,
This is true.
Delaney.
Oh man, all right, I'm working this out. Hold on. Just give me a quick little pause.
Pausey pause.
Okay, so listen, Gelstrap. I think that you have the power that you will straddle Cringer, and you can ride right on in, ride right on into the day. Say something.
Not as Battle Cat as Cringer.
What? The cat, He-Man's cat is named Cringer.
I know, but it's cooler when he becomes Battle Cat.
All right, well then guess what?
You don't want to ride him as Cringer. You want to ride him as Battle Cat.
You're gonna wait till he turns into Battle Cat. Wait around till he feels it, and then I want you to jump on his back and ride on in. Help save the day. That'd be great.
Right. I like how you also just said Gilstrap, like not his whole name.
I do it to everybody. I'm so sorry, Mike.
That's funny. Michael
Sorry.
Gilstrap, thank you. All right, next one is for Maria.
Gilstrap. Thank you. I treat everyone like we're on the same team.
Okay, so Dash B, you could lead us into Snake Mountain and kick Skeletor out, and you be the ruler of Snake Mountain.
Oh, I like that. So Delaney, you do the next one, so because you don't have to do, then you have to do yourself.
Jello,
Nice.
okay. A great villain name?
Doesn't have to be villain, could be hero.
Or it could, well, I'm just saying, like, you know, like a wizard, like the great Jalou, like he would come in and get in this, you know what I'm saying? So I think he might be a beneficiary. Maybe he is a little bit of a hero. So I want to know, will you ride in, Jalou? You're gonna come on in?
The great
do a little magic,
Jalou.
make it
That does
happen.
kind of sound like a wizard, actually.
You know, make it come on in, do the magic, make it happen. I like it. Let's do
All
it.
right, and I'm going to thank our own Delaney
It's a
Parker.
magical
who's
wizard, Jalou.
Well, I will if she stops talking. Going to thank Delaney Parker, who's right here, of course, who's one of our patrons. Well, Delaney is like Evil Lynn because she likes to dress sexy like. She's kind of saucy. And I believe she would be the real power behind Skeletor and the real one who actually knows what's going on. You froze. I have no idea if you heard any of that, but there you go.
No, I did not hear any of that.
All right, you have to watch the replay.
I hope it was complimentary.
Yeah, mainly.
Well,
All right, I said you were like Evil Lynn because you like to dress sexy, you're saucy, and
I do.
And you're the real power behind Skeletor, who doesn't really know what's going on. You're the real mastermind of the.
This is true. I can't even say any of that's not true because I would do every bit of that.
All right, last one is you, Maria.
Okay, so here's to Brian H., who is one of the masters of the universe.
Yo, yes.
He definitely
The
thinks
masters of the universe.
Definitely he thinks so.
All right. Patreon.com/super-geeked-up is where you can support us, folks. We appreciate it. Thank you to Maria for helping us out with that. Let me just take this off the screen. All right. Rabbit says, yeah, I've heard it sounds like something else. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I honestly thought you were you were like a spammer or like some, because we get those every so often. So thank you for watching.
He has a lot of stalkers, Rabbit. You have to watch out, you know?
All right, Johnny said that's right about him being like Skeletor. That's fine, Delaney. Surprised I didn't get an Orko reference. Yeah, oh, well, you've been lucky if you did. I love Orko. All right. So, again,
second game.
By the way, folks, if you are new watching, actually, please hit the subscribe button right now if you don't mind. Click that like, the thumbs up if you're watching in post or live. That helps us get more people to find us. We appreciate it very much. All right. Okay, folks, last game of the night. Brand new game. Never done this before. If you like it, let us know. If you don't, into the trash heap it goes, and we'll never do it again.
Into the trash heap. The trash heap is spoken, like the Fraggles. The trash heap is spoken.
Is that what they said on the Fraggles?
Remember the two rats with the trash heap lady? She'd have the two little minions.
Oh, okay. This is called Geeky Lies. So this is completely based on a British panel show called Would I Lie to You? Sorry, I almost said something else. Would I Lie to You? They've done I think they're on their 18th season or series as they call it over there. On the show, they have people read from cards, and the other panel has to like ask them questions and try to figure out if what they're saying was a truth or a lie. Like it's usually like kind of ridiculous statements that they come up with. So we can't do it quite like that. So I just came up with ones based on me. Or one of these is about Francis. The rest are about me. So some of these are true things that happened to me. Some of these I've made up. All right. Once I read it, you, Delaney Maria, you can ask me questions about the incident, which I will answer, and then you will try to figure out if I'm just making crap up or if it actually happened.
All right.
All right. In the chat, by the way, please feel free to play along. You can ask questions too, and you can also say if it's true or not. Thank you, Michael. Please subscribe and like. That would be great. Is it authors? I don't know. I am an author. That's true. That's a true statement. We're all authors here, actually.
Yep.
Delaney's an author. Maria's an author. There you go.
Is
the game? The game is not about authors, though.
No.
If that's what you meant. Maybe we can do an authors game if you have an idea for that.
Listen, Jeff's pretty, and I don't know why you guys keep expecting him to be any more than that. All right, he's gonna miss things
Thank
sometimes.
You. Right. Yes. Obviously, I'm here for the prettiness, and Delaney's here for the. I don't
That's
know,
me. I'm the mind behind the mess. Just so you all know.
You're the what behind the mess? What'd you say? The mask?
I'm the mind behind the mess.
Oh yeah. Well, like Evil Lynn and Skeletor, yeah. All right, I came up with a whole bunch. I'm only gonna do a couple or few of these. I'm just deciding which one I should do first. Oh my god, my thing's blocking. Okay, here we go. All right, ready? Here's the first statement. Then you guys can ask me some questions. Are you gonna do notes? Is that what you're doing over there?
I might. I always take.
You know what? Like one of the guys in the show, he does notes sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
I always.
All right. Anyway, by the way, also just to give a plug, Would I Lie to You? You can find a lot of it on YouTube. I highly recommend it. Anyway. Delaney is the voice of reason, Johnny's the voice of reason. Okay. Oh, that's what I always think of Delaney, the voice of reason. Here we go. Here's the first statement.
You're making me look bad for Maria.
Maria loves you because you love her fan fiction.
It's
She
true.
thinks you're great. I once forgot how to use a revolving door and smashed my face into the glass after I missed the exit opening.
Where was this door?
In a building.
I would think.
Was it during the day or at night?
It was at night. Okay, I'll tell you where I was. I was in Chicago. I went to graduate school at University of Chicago. So this is the late 90s, 99, I believe. And my family had come to visit. And at that time, unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is closed now, but we used to have, I don't know if you ever had in Mexico. In the US, we used to have these things called Virgin Megastores.
I know which one.
It was like these huge store that had DVDs, music, movies, it had like everything like in two, 3 floors, right? But when those, before people stopped buying music, like in that kind of stuff. So there's it had a revolving door on the entrance. So the rest, my sisters, my mom had already gone through. I start to walk through, and for some reason, I was focused on something inside the store. I was trying to read something, like a sign or something inside the store. I think they had books there too, actually. It is Virgin Megastore. I was so focused on that. When I went to exit, I didn't realize I had actually gone around where the opening to the store was. I had gone past that. And when I went to exit, I walked like literally right into the glass, like smashed my face right into the glass. And then I kept going around. The worst part was, there was this group of people waiting to go in, and this girl was like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Oh, no!
That hurt the most.
That hurt the most. You're right.
I was so embarrassed. I just kept going around, and then I exited correctly, and I just ran to the bathroom because I wanted to see what my face looked like.
Oh my God, the red mark. Jeez.
I had a huge red mark on my forehead. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know if you're just really good at
Sorry, I actually told you a lot of stuff there.
But that sounds true.
Yeah, that sounds true. Or you're such a good liar.
You're a really good. shit talker. So
Oh, well, I like liar more than shit talker, but okay, wait a minute. Let's see here what you guys. Okay, so you both say true. Let's see what
I
the
say
chat
true.
says.
I
think
will.
Maria said true, right? No trust, liar in my Tony Stark from Avengers Endgame voice. So Carrie says lie.
Gary's not falling for it.
All right, no. So see on the show, you would hit a buzzer. I can't do that. But so that story about me and the revolving door is true.
Yes.
You guys are right.
Maria, we're doing all right. Okay.
Yes. Not one of my finest moments. But...
I knew you were distracted. I actually wrote down the look. I wrote down the word fucking look distracted. I'm like, he had to be distracted because that's him. Like, just
that's me. What? Am I always distracted? Is that what you're saying?
well, you know what it is? You're on point until something like if something's gonna get you, then you're just there. It is. He's gone. There it is. It's like a goldfish. You see something glittery in the water. He's like, ooh.
All right. All right. Here's another one. Once when vacationing with my family in Cape Cod, sorry, if you, I don't know how familiar you are, that's in Massachusetts. It's like a resort area on the Atlantic Ocean. So once when vacationing with my family in Cape Cod, a seagull stole my sister's hamburger. And when I chased after it, I wound up falling into a garbage can.
How old was your sister?
It doesn't matter if it's true or not. I think Delaney just likes imagining this scenario. I think.
Oh, I really do. It tickles me. It does.
Well, I'm glad I amused you. At least that's the game was successful. How old is my sister? So I have two sisters, but this was my youngest sister, who's 10 years younger than me. So at the time, I think she was about 10, so I would have been about 20.
All right. Was it a regular burger, cheeseburger, or some specialty burger?
Yeah, where you put off by the fries.
No, it was just, so we were at the beach at the ocean, and it was one of those stands that you can, get food from. It was just a regular hamburger in a bun, nothing fancy, not a cheeseburger. I don't think seagulls don't like cheeseburgers.
First of all, seagulls will eat anything. I don't even know what you're talking. They will.
Yeah, well, all right, that's probably true. You're probably true.
Well, I grew up on Long Island. Those are some different seagulls. Yeah, why were you chasing the bird? Good question, Johnny. Why were you chasing that bird?
Was you just going to eat the burger if you were treated? Johnny, why are you asking important questions? So here's why. I don't know. It was just an instinct, right? It's my sister. She's so much younger than me. I felt like my instinct was to protect her. I felt
be a
bad
hero.
That this stupid seagull, she's literally just about to bite in it, and it swooped down and took it out of her hands. So I just on instinct ran after it.
I get you, because you're just in the moment. You're like, "Hey, you dastardly bird."
That's what I said. I thought, "Yo, you dastardly
you did. You're
bird!"
Like, "Hey, you bird!"
I said, "By the power of Grayskull, I'll get you." Other questions?
Yes. What did you do after you got off the trash can?
Did you get her a new burger? Did you replace the burger? Did you just say I'm gonna call this a wash?
Well, it was one of those. As I was chasing it, I didn't see where I was going, and I actually went off the deck area. That's how I fell into the trash can. And then the stupid seagull actually didn't want the burger part.
Seagull's stupid.
It just wanted the bread, so it dropped the burger into the trash can on top of me.
All right, you're full of shit. Sorry.
But anyway, to answer your question, I got out of the can.
You're lying. You're lying.
My mom bought her another hamburger.
You're lying. That's where
Lie.
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 Let's see what these people say.
Lie.
Liar in my Anakin. Okay, he's doing voices.
Now he's doing. He's got a new one. Now
Revenge
Anakin's in there. Lie.
Liar. All right. You know what, Taylor? I knew I shouldn't have put that last part in, but I just thought it was
you
funny.
Went too far.
I did. I went too far. Did I have you before that potentially?
Yes, you did for a little bit. I'm going to say.
Curses. Yeah, it was a lie.
You
It's a
did
lie.
have me a little bit.
However, it is based on a truth. My sister, I actually wasn't there, but my sister really did get her hamburger stolen by a seagull. And the seagull really did drop the patty, the burger, in the ocean and flew off with the bun.
I'm going to tell you a fun story.
But I didn't chase it or fall in a garbage can.
I had a bird steal bacon off my plate when I was in Florida.
Was the bacon like separate on the side?
It was just like on the plate. The freaking bird snatched that shit and then ate it like 5 feet from me. Like, haha, watch me do it.
Did you chase after it?
No, I didn't chase after it because that would be ridiculous, Jeff.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I didn't chase the winged beast. I let it enjoy the bacon and was like, thank God I still have these 2 pieces and ate those. And minded my business. The bird looked intimidating. I'm going to give you that. So he looked like he wasn't playing or that he was not giving that bacon back. I would not have won that tussle.
Okay, Johnny's saying the real story was I found a burger in the trash. That was actually the real story.
He did. He was like, "Here's."
Was it any good?
Did he try to feed it to his sister? That might be more of an accurate story.
Yeah, I gave her the trash burger.
Trash burger.
That bird pooped really hard after eating the burger. It's probably still pooping.
We're so
All right.
childish.
All right. Hey, Maria, do you like Harry Potter?
I do.
Okay. Do you? So you guys know what Quidditch is?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. But yeah.
Okay. So here's the next one. I once played Quidditch at a Comic-Con, but almost ruined the game when I destroyed the goals.
What did you do to destroy the goals?
All right. Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, which is why I asked.
So I was at New York Comic-Con, which is in New York City. And so if you don't know, I don't know how much, I'm sure there's still people who do it, but a lot of colleges at the time had Quidditch leagues where they would play Quidditch. And a couple colleges were there demonstrating how you play it. And they were letting people play, and they asked me if I wanted to.
Excuse me, sorry.
So just for people who know, they actually set up like actual Quidditch. There's 3 rings at the end of each thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you take a broom, you hold it between your legs, and you run around.
Oh, okay.
You have to hold the broom with one hand, you run around, and there's different positions. So there's the chasers who have to try to score the goals. There's the bludgers who have dodgeballs who are trying to get out. And the best part is the seeker who has to go after the golden snitch. The golden snitch is a yellow sock that a person shoves down their pants and it hangs out of their pants, and the seekers have to go around and try to grab the sock. It's hanging out of their pants, so you don't have to go into their pants. Anyway, you said, how did I destroy it, right?
Yeah,
So
that was what I did ask, but we're going.
I was giving you some more info.
No, if it's on the track, sure, let's stay on.
I was a chaser, which means I was trying to score goals with what's called the quaffle.
Is everybody else hearing this bullshit? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
One time as I went to score a goal, I was trying to get around one of the defenders, and I fell forward through the ball. I think it actually went through the goal, but then my momentum carried me into the goal, and I knocked them all down. They all clattered to the ground. I smashed all the goals over by crashing into them.
All right. I'm going to say this is a lie because the idea that such a scene was made around you, Jeff, sounds absolutely like nothing you would ever want to do.
Why do you think I wouldn't make a scene? You think I could never make a scene? I smashed my head into a fucking revolving door.
I think you'd rather not. That's all. I think you can.
Well, I didn't say I wanted to make a scene. I wasn't trying to make a scene.
I think it's true.
All right, so Delaney says lie. You say truth.
I'm going to say lie.
I'm going to say true.
Carrie says truth, as in you can't handle the truth. In my Colonel Jessup voice from A Few Good Men. This is a good part of the game, Carrie.
He nails it. Brings it home every time.
I like that you're doing voices. And Johnny says, I believe it. It's got Jeff all over it.
Wow. Just so you realize who you're dealing with. This is your support. This is us right here.
Can I say that this Quidditch version sounds very much like vegan horseback riding. Have you heard about that
You
one?
say vegan horseback
No.
riding?
Vegan horseback riding
What?
is exactly as it sounds. You use a wooden horse, like the ones for a little,
Like when you're a little
little
kid,
kid,
right? The horse on a stick.
and then
Oh,
you jump around and make the circuit and do the jumps. And go,
Stop.
yeah. It's vegan horseback riding. Look it
grown
up.
people? This
It's a
is
thing.
grown people?
All right, this
Grown
is-
ups?
This sounds like that, but I believe it happened.
Okay,
Grown-ups
first off, I'll
job.
tell you what. I'll tell you that this story is true. Here's the thing. They picked the goals back up. We kept playing. It was fine. But it's actually on YouTube. You can.
Link.
Well, the problem here's. I
link.
would have to, hang
Jack,
on.
what?
Hang on. Don't get so excited. I looked it up afterwards because I knew people were videoing.
He
The
gives
problem
it and he
is-
rips it away.
The problem is, while this happens, the videographer is showing the snitch. The guy's chasing the snitch. So all you hear me crash into, but you can't see me, unfortunately.
For some reason, that's funnier. I don't know.
However, I know it sounds goofy,
Faces.
but it's
I'm gonna
actually
need that
this game is
link.
it's actually a ton of fun, Maria. Like, 'cause obviously we can't fly, right? So it's actually really fun. I know I made it sound
gonna need
ridiculous, but it's actually a lot of fun. I had a great time playing it. Hobby horse events are a big deal in some places, Carrie says.
I guess so. Especially, I mean, Jeff, I mean, you just went through like a bull in a china shop, didn't you? Just knocking shit over. You don't care. Animal.
Yep, that was
Beast.
true. All right. We need,
Right? Thank you, Johnny.
So, Johnny,
Why
I
is
would
there
have
not a
to-
link?
We need
I-
the link. Yeah.
I would have to try to go find it again.
You don't
'Cause
bring
I found
stuff
it
up
after.
like that and be like, oh, I don't know where it is.
No, I had found this was years ago. I mean, I would
do
assume
it
it's still
again.
up. I just think I would have to do some searching. I don't
If
have
I
it right
find
handy.
it once, I'm going to call it up. Is every moment.
You
I
should.
possibly
Good.
have
Please, no, if you
available.
have it, I looked it up because I
I
wanted to
will
see.
look
I
for
wanted
it,
to see
trust.
it.
Trust this.
It was the
Trust
look. It
me,
was the highlight of the
Maria.
Quidditch,
I will be
man.
doing my due diligence,
I did score a couple goals, by the way, though.
taking some notes.
So I did a decent one. Hey, yeah, go. You know what? If you could find it, Johnny. The problem is, I wish I could remember the year. Okay, I'm going to give you a rough
You
estimate.
can't give us any info, no clues.
No, I
Come on.
can. New York
Ugh.
City Comic Con. It's just New York Comic Con. It's in the Javits Center. You don't know if you need that information. It's probably around 2013 to 2015.
Okay. Maria, know this. If I find it, you will be
Quidditch.
getting. You will
All right.
absolutely receive this video. I will make sure.
All right, here we go. Here's one about Francis, my normal co-host. I know you don't know Francis, Maria, but
Francis is fantastic.
he
Hold
is
on.
fantastic.
Yay.
So that's because he got a new kidney. That's kidney bean Francis.
This is
He doesn't
kidney
actually look like a kidney bean.
Well, it
No,
did. It's a
That's
kidney bean-ish. It was, but it's been through some stuff. Like our Francis has.
Yes.
All right, ready? Oh, Carrie says, I do like these early start times. It's like it lets this old man hang around longer. Good evening, Geek fam. Oh, yeah, so thank Carrie. I'm glad you can.
I
hang
know,
around.
right?
Let me
This old
start at
broad
9
doesn't mind
PM.
it either.
Okay. There we go. Francis once liked a girl so much, he chased her around a go-kart track and kept smashing into her until she agreed to go out with him.
It's probably, yeah. Absolutely. Without question. Without fucking,
just
I have
said
not
yes.
one question I need to ask. Yes.
I can't wait to show
Yes.
him this. That's gonna be
Yes.
actually-
Absolutely true. Francis would absolutely do that. He absolutely, yes. Is Francis, yes. I am abnormal. And you know, look how hard you look because you know it's true too,
Yeah.
isn't it? Is it true?
Wait, I don't know. Do you guys have questions?
I
have
have a
not one
question.
question.
I don't know, Francis, but I have a question.
Okay.
Did he get the date?
He did.
Bam! Told you he did it. Of course he
It
did.
didn't. I mean, it didn't turn into a long-term or anything, but he did get a date out of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
with the
yeah, I
police
think
while they were filling out the report. No.
it's
Yes,
true.
because the police come for go-kart accidents.
Well, no, for the harassment, maybe.
Oh,
The harassment.
it's part of go-karting.
Yeah, I think. Do you have further questions, Delaney?
No.
said it's true.
Francis
All right,
did
so you're
this
both saying it's
without a
true?
question.
You're both saying it's true.
I think it's
Yes.
true. I think it's true.
Absolutely true.
Okay. Well, Johnny says if Francis is normal co-host, that makes Delaney abnormal.
It makes me abnormal anyway. Francis or
Then
not.
a red
doesn't
shirt,
matter.
red shell came along. Oh, that'd be funny because like Mario Kart, yeah. Yep, in my Hank Hill voice from King of the Hill. Okay, so this is great. Everyone thinks it's true. This is a lot of insight into what you guys think about Francis. So this story, I made up. It's a lie.
Oh,
Haha, I'm afraid Delaney's frozen again.
okay.
But that's her shocked expression. She can't believe it's a lie.
Well, you
Yes,
got me there.
Oh, Delaney, are you back? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm back.
Did you hear my answer?
That is true.
Nope, it's a lie.
It's not.
It's a lie.
I am blown away.
He
Blown
got us.
away.
I love that you just so thought Francis would do that.
Yes, absolutely. I know. Without even, I was like, yes, he did that. Yes, because he's funny enough to pull it off. Like he's got that sweet guy thing that even if he did, he wouldn't be creeped out by it. He's just fucking cute that way. He'd be like goofy. Like yeah, he's not the kind of guy that doesn't like creepy weirdo. Like he's cute, so he's like, oh,
He can pull it off.
yeah, he can pull it off. He doesn't freak you out when he does. It's not like you'd be like, oh my god, this guy's gonna know where I live. Like, yeah, he doesn't kick off creeper vibes.
Oh, it's Carrie says in his Skeletor voice.
I know.
He-Man foiled again. Oh yes, I think I don't know. I think that was 2 for 2. I think you guys got 2 right and 2, and I fooled you on 2. That's not bad. I'll take it. I think we'll stop there. I want to save some other ones for next time.
All right.
So tell us in the chat what you guys thought of that game. Let us know if you like that or not. And if you like it, we'll keep doing it. Because I have more. I'll come up with more. Well, actually, Francis and Delaney and I, they can have them come up with some stories too.
I'll have. Yeah,
Delaney has a ton of stories. I bet.
I might have 1 or 2.
Oh, Johnny says very good game. All right, cool. Glad you liked it. I'm glad I was able to come up with some like goofy.
It was
stories.
fun. I like your little games, Jeff. I do. Right. I dig the games.
I'm glad at least I also had some. I was trying to think of like the lies are going to be goofy, but I had to think of goofy true ones as well. You can't say like a normal true story. It's going to sound too normal. I dig it. It gives us more insight into you guys. Oh, all right, cool.
See?
All right, there we go. Success.
And that, apparently, I think Jeff is a weirdo. I think Francis is a flirty little man there who's just starting trouble, getting into car accidents to get dates.
Right. Well, and you had no problem believing I smashed my head into doors.
No problem believing it. Not at all. No, not a question. Nope.
But you don't think I create incidents apparently at Comic Con?
No.
Oh, the way I think Maria got that one right. Yeah. Okay. I think actually Maria got 3 out of 4. She did very good actually.
Yeah. I got 3 out of 4. Yeah.
All right. So she won the game actually. There you go. She got the most right.
All right. We're going to give it to Maria, our visiting.
All right, folks. Again, before we get out of here, you can go to mariadoslunas.com if you want to see some of her fan fiction, including about.
You should read it. It's good stuff, fun stuff.
Yes.
Give you a little minute with the light stuff.
If you want to, and tell them the name of your novel again.
13 lunas de plata, 13 silver moons.
All right. Find that on Amazon. Delaney-Parker.com is Delaney's site. What are your 2 books?
Site. Yep, you can get my books. Excuse me?
Tell them the name of your 2 books that you.
Oh, my first one. So look at me, handy dandy, sitting over here with my books. Just happen to have them.
Just happened.
Happened to. Grace is the first one right here. Grace.
Oh, nice.
And then we have Envy. Now, Grace, it's like a fun and feisty friendship between like Margaret and Marie. They're hilarious and inappropriate and fantastic. They're best friends and they've been through some stuff. And even though their lives are very, very different, they always have each other's back. And it's a lot of the time, sometimes your best friend can love you more than you love yourself because you're not in the best spot. And then 5 years later, more shenanigans. It's always a good time. And you can get them on Amazon because they're awesome.
They still on sale?
Yes, they are on sale. They are on sale. And also, if you are part of the Kindle Unlimited, they will be part of that just for one more month, and that's over. So if I was you, I'd get in on that. I would do it.
If you were me, you would run into the revolving
If I
door
was
glass
this jackass, I apparently would almost
and
fall
chase
head
after
first into a
seagulls.
garbage can after I chased a seagull for some beach meat. So beach meat. I'm gonna use beach meat for a while, I think. I don't know.
You
I like
should.
it. It's new.
Folks, super-geekedup.com is the site. You can find all our stuff. Of course, again, please subscribe and like to our YouTube channel you're watching right now if you haven't already. Also, if you like comedic, geeky erotica, I write under RileyRoseErotica.com. I have over 60 books up there. You can check those out.
And they're great, and the covers are fantastic. I do like to check out the bones.
And my non-erotica, my urban fantasy, is almost done. I'm on the last chapter. It's called The Adventures of Elena and Ned, Gargoyle PI. It's a fun urban fantasy about a human and a gargoyle detective who are solving goofy cases. So I'll let you know when that's out. All right, let's see. All right, so anyway, Bill, big thanks to Maria. Thank you so much for coming on. You're super fun. Love to have you back anytime.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Delaney, of course, for co-hosting. Hopefully she'll be back next week. Hopefully she.
I will.
All right, great. We've got. Oh my God, why did I just forget he was in the chat? I'm blanking on who's our guest. Let me look it up next week. In 2 weeks, we have 3 authors: KZ Azel, Melissa Oathhart, and Marisa Wolf. And next week, James, that's right. We have James Cox. I'm sorry, James. I don't know why I just had a blame fart on your name. James Cox will be on next week. So next, we have some good, cool guests coming up. All right. So thanks for watching, folks. If you're watching live or in post, go watch your He-Man, do other fun, geeky stuff. And we will be back next week, next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I got to look the poll. I almost forgot. Poll results.
Give us a poll.
Best He-Man villain. Last place, Triclops. Third place, Beastman. Second place, Evil Lynn. Skeletor with 67% of the vote is the winner. Skeletor is your favorite villain.
He's a classic. He's good. You know, he's like the first one. Like he's the crux of it.
An easy win for him.
Yes. You know what? This is the easiest time he's ever won anything.
Exactly. It's probably the only thing he's ever won, so let him have it. What else is he going to win?
Skeletor would love the show. All right, folks. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.
Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.